Hello, replay watchers. We're going to be doing some readings today. I'm still tired, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see if you want to stick around or not. I'm just going to get here into my secondary device. Whoa. Put me somewhere. How about there? How about here? Hi, friends. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm doing weird things now. Hi, Leah. How you doing, girl? Hi, Jody. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, it's early still where I'm at. Goodness, and I'm having a time getting it going. So I'm gonna be doing some free quick cards, but I'm gonna light my sage. Probably gonna vape. I'm probably gonna like sip my rock star. Good morning to you guys, or whatever time of day it might be for you. I'm glad to see you. Tell me how you're doing. Whew. I will not start fires in my home. Hello, Jen Abston. Hi, Julie Myers. Good to see you guys. How you doing today? Hello, Pam Partain. Hi, Cindy Duncan. How are all of my friends? How are you guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whomever is joining in. I know I've got you guys across a few different continents here. That's awesome. Good morning. It's starting to feel like spring. Thank you, God. Ilea, I'm glad that you are feeling that boost, that burst of energy. Hello, beautiful Mandy. Good to see you, darling. So glad to see everyone joining in. So this is an 18 and over broadcast because you just never know what in the hell this girl's going to say. You know what I'm saying? So please share this video with your 18 and over friends or like-minded family. Whatever the case may be, you may not want to share this one at all because I tell you, I don't know where I'm at this morning. I'm still waking up. I'm still getting going. I got a lot of things going on. I'm going to do some quick cards. I'm doing quick cards for my friends today. If you have something on your heart of hearts, I will grab you a quick card and message. I'm going to try to get to several while we have this time together, and I'm jumping on later for zodiac readings. So that's the plan, although we shall see. The sun is finally shining. I love that, Julie. I love, love, love that. Hi, Robin. How you doing, Robin? Good to see you, honey. Oh, Pam. Struggling today, but I got this. Pam, would you like a quick card? Hi, Stephanie San Augustine. You guys, if you would like some kind of a quick card or message, if you have something certain on your heart, we'll just get your card on that subject, okay? If not, we'll just get you a general, whatever you may need to know, whatever Spirit wants you to hear. Hi, Sandy. Hello and welcome, guys. Thank you for joining in. My name is Heidi. I'm in California. I do appreciate you tuning in with me. I don't have any links in your description box at all because I'm just jumping in real quick to do some quick cards for you. I'll be doing some zodiac readings later for the collective. Yes, Jody, it is Zodiac Monday. It is Zodiac Monday, but I have that scheduled for 3 hours from now. So we shall see. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Peely from New Zealand. Good to have you. Whew. Pam says yes. Okay, Pam. Yes, I'm definitely going to get some quick messages for everyone. I see you guys there and you're pulling at my heartstrings, and I would love to get everyone a message. So stick around and let's try to move through this if anything is ever quick with me. I do want to let you know that I'm a regular real person just like anybody else, okay? But I'm aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way. I do appreciate you tuning in with me, sharing the video, following my page, joining the Vibe Tribe, connecting with me on a deeper level. That is all awesome. I do appreciate you. So Pam, I'm grabbing this Psychic Tarot for the heart. Yes, Christina. All is well. Boy, this is just a smoking. Just a smoking. Come on now. Yes, you see this? You see this? Wow. Spirit's like, cleanse those energies. It's the full moon. Wow. Pam, you said struggling today. That's interesting. I mean, I don't I don't disbelieve you, not in the least. But when I want to say to you, Pam, that we grow through our challenges, we grow through our struggles, and sometimes it seems like we encounter the same old struggles, right? And we keep having to, assert the boundary or answer correctly or choose the right way, right? The same thing, the same thing, the same thing. I kind of feel, Pam, that may be a little bit of where you are at. Okay, I feel like you've grown and expanded quite a bit and you're struggling lately because there's something else that you're kind of bumping your head against. Okay, but you're remaining firm, and I love that. So the card that you have that fell from the psychic tarot for the heart is the number 9, well-deserved reward. This person is standing tall and victorious. The number 9 indicates the tying up of loose ends so that you can step into that final closing of the chapter. And what I want to say to you, Pam, you say struggling today. That's because stuff is getting real, right? Stuff is getting really interesting. And the reward for your strength, for your courageousness, for your bravery, for your steadfastness and your persistence is that great achievement. Okay. So I want to say that you're standing on very firm footing. It's like if you're playing a video game and you get all the way to the very last level, right? It's going to be super mega hard. But that's because, boom, I beat the game. Oh my gosh, right? So that's where I feel you're at, Pam. Pam, I feel like you've almost achieved or unlocked that next level, that greatness that you have been reaching towards. Even if it feels like you're not quite there, you're almost there. So don't give up and keep being your badass self. Keep keeping in those healthy boundaries, speaking up for yourself in all of the ways that you feel that you need to, okay? Because Spirit says you're doing fine. Spirit says you're doing great, but to let you know that you're doing fine because you get down on your own progress or lack of, if you perceive that. And Spirit is saying you don't see yourself with the same clarity that we do. So, Pam Partain, Spirit is bringing you a blessing to ease your stress and struggles and to really help you anchor in that next level of activation. Pam, that's for you. Love that. Dang, it's going to burn this whole thing up. Apparently, I'll just let it. Oh, now I'm dropping things. Hold on, guys. Human stuff is happening right now. No good. Oh, Pam, sending love to you, darling. I'll be right back. I'm having an issue. All right, guys, I apologize for that. I'm not some prissy person who doesn't care about your time. I just really needed to fix that. Hi, friends. I see you all jumping in here. Hi, Diane. Hey, Trish. Hey, Lorraine. Hi, Anna. Yeah, let me just jam up there real quick because I saw a couple of people that I really wanted to connect with. Okay, hold on now. Who was it? Yeah, Cindy Purdy. Leaving my guide tonight second guessing. I'm going to get you a quick card, Cindy Purdy, but I'm going to skip around. So you guys, yeah, if you have something special on your heart and you want to put it back in, I'll be jumping around. Cindy Purdy, though, Spirit was drawing me to you. I hope you're still here. If you could please let me know, Cindy. Cindy Purdy. Connected in with your energy, and I feel like your current plan is pretty solid. I just want to say that, but we'll get a card from my own real life oracle deck here. Cindy Purdy, Spirit. What does Cindy need to know? All right. Oh, I love this, Cindy. I make my cards from where I've been in life. Okay. So the card for you is making it fit. Now, my inspiration for this card, although the artistry does not show this, okay? My inspiration for the card was the toddler toy that has all the shapes cut out, right? And you have to have the right peg to put it in the right hole, right? So that it'll work. And a toddler who maybe has the wrong shape and is trying furiously to get it into the wrong hole is expending a lot of time, effort, and energy, and it's never, ever going to work, okay? So making it fit, Cindy Purdy, this is why you're leaving, okay? And you're second guessing now because, oh no, the scary unknown that is out there. If I leave or whatever happens, I feel guilty about hurting people's feelings or some kind of thing. I'm glad you're here, girl. Look, you've been expending a lot of time, effort, and energy into making this relationship fit in your life or work smoothly, flow smoothly. You get all wrapped up in making sure that everything's okay for that person that you lose sight of yourself. So, Cindy Purdy, no more making it fit. As long as you are making something that's not working fit in that place in your life, you'll never find something healthy, functional, loving, harmonious, equal, and balanced with your own energy. Okay, so this is a huge lesson about what's not working and courageously stepping away from that, because your time, effort, and energy are much better spent elsewhere, and you don't even know it yet. But I bring this to you because your plan is solid and spirit supports you. It's that second guessing that you got to put things into perspective. Why do I want to leave? Why am I so unhappy? What are my real intentions and goals with my future? And how does this conflict with those? Cindy Purdy, I'm not your mom and I'm not your boss, but spirit has that for you. And the ball is in your court. Choose you every time. All right. And people who love you will understand and they'll want what's best for you anyway. Cindy Purdy, that's for you. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm gonna try to do some quick cards here. I know sometimes I get real caught up with and I only do a handful of readings and they're pretty in depth. However, I want to do some quick messages so everybody has a little bit of something. So if you have something specific on your heart, just drop that in and I'll see where spirit draws me. Shelly Swinhaugen, yes. Shelly Swinhaugen. All right. Shelly, I've got these power of surrender cards here. Shelly Swinhaugen. Oh, I feel the need for healing. I know what's going on with you. I'm not going to pretend like I don't. I know you're in, a situation where you've lost someone. I feel like right now, I really want to draw your attention to don't forget about you. Okay. Don't forget about, we can lose sight of our own self and our own physiological needs. You know what I mean? When other stuff is going down and when we're there for other people. Okay. So Shelly, spirit is bringing me to you. Don't lose sight of yourself. Don't forget about yourself. Don't brush your own human needs under the rug. Okay. I don't know, honey. You're not able to send stars? I don't know. I did not know, love. But thank you for letting me know. I can't tell from this end because I'm me, so I can't. But thank you, Lynn, for letting me know. So this is what I feel here, Shelly, is don't forget to eat and rest and stay hydrated and do things that are, in alignment with your own wants, needs, desires, and the things that you need to do to care for yourself. Okay. Because then you won't necessarily be your best self to help everyone else through all of this stuff either. It's not your job to do that, but I feel like you kind of step into that role because you care and you love people and you have compassion and you're kind of, what they're saying is you're kind of connected in this web across all sides, which is very interesting. So I can understand how you may feel like you want to be the fixer that kind of holds people together there. Shelly, this is way too many. I'm not taking 5 cards for Shelly. Okay, I'll take 1. Yes, I do. Yes, a web. Good. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate the validation because I don't know any of this stuff, but spirit shows up for you. Spirit shows up for each of us every time. And thank you, God, for that. Thank you, God, for that. So, Shelly, spirit is suggesting that you surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation: I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. And that person is riding on her own horse in in a direction of her own choosing, okay? Because the only thing that is constant in life is change. I have faith that all is well. I also feel here, Shelley, that spirit is saying, what is this? What is this you're saying? Oh, that you are cared for always, but it's your job to also take the actionable steps that support that, i.e. eating and resting and staying hydrated, and taking those showers to cleanse your energy, making sure that you're saying this because you're really absorbing a lot from your environment like a sponge with all of this going on. And oftentimes, Shelly, you're transmutational, okay, but when it hits home into your heart, you carry it a little bit too now. Okay, so spirit is saying when you take your regular shower to ask your divine spirit team, higher self, higher power, God, source, creator, whoever it is for you, because that's who listens to your prayers. Say, hey, spirit, can you please just wash anything that's not serving me right down the drain with those soap bubbles as I wash and cleanse my body, right? And fill me with divine white light. Something simple and brief. Just say the words. And I know those seem just like words, but ask and it is given. So if you ask and take your shower and notice that you just feel a little more put together later, you just feel a little more focused, a little more yourself, right? Centered and calm and peaceful. You will begin to do this regularly. And sometimes we forget, and then we go, oh, shucks, I should do that. Yes, yes. And then we remember to bring it back into our regular practice so that we can manage our energy better. It's common to get off these kinds of routines when life throws a curveball at you. And Shelly, that's what I feel here. So Spirit is reminding you that you are loved. And I want to say to you, yes, yes, they're all in the spirit world together. You're wondering, oh, did they meet up with that person? And they're saying, yes, we're all together. Don't worry. We're all together. Don't worry. Shelley Swinhaugen, that's for you. Let's see here. I love questions. And I'll tell you what, I struggle with the full moon too. We're only human. You know what I mean? It has an effect on our energetic fields and on our bodies. Okay, so recognize this and give yourself some grace, and be aware of how you may be affected. And once you put that into perspective, you have more a more of a handle on your composure as you move through. You're not just triggered by these unforeseeable events or energetic exchanges of energy, right? Okay, well, I could potentially be a little irritable today, or emotional today, or whatever this may be. So if I'm keeping an eye on this, then I can act more with more awareness so that I can be my best self. Jessica, I love your question. I'm going to answer you. I love questions like that. I'm going to answer you. But we were talking about the moon for just a moment. So yes, spells, are they real? Well, if you believe that spells are real, then, I guess then they are real for you. Okay. I equate spells to the same kind of rituals that people put into any old thing at all. Okay. So just as much time, effort, and energy that you put into something is the kind of return that you're going to get in your life. Okay. I know of some practitioners who do rituals and spells around the full moon, or spells around receiving money and abundance and these kinds of things. Okay. I do know of people, and it's just like that. Where your intention is key. So what are you intending? How much focus and effort and energy are you putting into those things? Okay. And I want to say to you, spells that are aligned with loving intentions, source may step in to co-create with the practitioner. I will just say this: there are divine emissaries who honor the loving intentions of that kind of a practice, and they may step in to influence the manifestation. However, if we're talking about voodoo and black magic and that kind of thing, obviously the great big guns upstairs does not honor that kind of bullshit and malarkey. Okay, so spirit is not going to step in and assist those individuals with their dark magic practices. But we all have free will in this dimension, and some people really do practice that kind of thing. However, as much time, effort, and energy that they're putting into their practices, this is how I receive this. Okay. So we can wish ill on people. We can have hate in our hearts for people. We can as people, right? Okay. And obviously individuals who would be inclined to learn about spells and rituals could use it in that way if they feel the need to, or if they have that kind of nature. Okay. It's all a free will dimension. So what I'm saying here is spirit will not step in and assist that kind of a taboo or negative energy pattern to happen. However, the negative energy that they put into it does go somewhere. Okay. And they are focusing at their intended source. So let's just say, in Heidi's mind and Heidi's world, this is how I view this. If someone doesn't like me, okay, somebody says, fuck Heidi, I hate that bitch, I hope she dies. I'm going to do a spell and I'm going to cut her voodoo head off, and these kind of things. And they and do this and do that, right? And they're focused, intentional, malicious, negative energy at me. You think this hasn't happened? You think people all love me, ray of sunshine, that's it? No. Okay, I have wonderful energetic boundaries. I have amazing spirit team who help me with all this, that, the other. But realistically, we live in an energetic dimension. If someone, they want me to say this too, especially someone that you have some kind of a personal cord or tie or connection with. Okay. Cut those cords if you feel you have a connection or a cord or a tie with someone who has a negative intentions towards you. However, imagine sweet Heidi has no idea that that person over there hates her guts. Okay. So I know they're in my life or whatever the case is. Maybe I don't know about them at all, but they're sending me maliciousness. Fuck Heidi, I hate her. I hope she dies. I hope she loses everything. Blah 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 blah. Right? Okay, this and that. So maybe energetically, those waves come toward me. Okay, and the negativity hits my life and ripples in. Achoo! Oh man, I got a cold. And I stubbed my fucking toe. God damn it. Ah. And now I'm back to regular old me. That's the catastrophic negative, something like this is what I believe it to be. However, the more cleansing you do, the more maintenance and management you do, the more closely you co-create with your own higher self and your own spirit team, you leave yourself less open and available for any of those negative interactions. However, it happens. Now, this is what I want to say. If somebody sends negativity, this and this and this, it might, I might, hit my funny bone or some kind of a thing, but it passes. Energy passes, everything moves and changes, right? Okay, so it eventually passes. Now, if that person wanted to ruin my life, okay, like really fuck me up big time, they would have to devote their life to doing that energetically. I'm spending all of my time, all of my effort, all of my energy, all of my resources committed to maintaining this negative pattern that I'm sending to Heidi, right? It's not realistic, guys. People get bored and they move on. All right. So it's not realistic. If it's someone who's in your life, in your family, in your home, spirit suggests that you cut the cords, cleanse your energy, cleanse with your showers, open yourself up to divine white light, ask in God, spirit, source, creator, higher power, higher self. I've been immersed in this and in energy many times over my spiritual journey. If you recognize this to be happening to you, especially if it's affecting your physical body, okay, call God in, allow spirit, source, creator, pure divine energy to come through your crown chakra and land in your heart. Thank you for showing up, spirit. I feel the peace being infused from within. I'm letting it settle into my body and overflow into my energetic field, and maybe even into the room, maybe even into the hearts of others, spirit, if spirit is willing, right? If you are aware and you think of it, call God in. I see you saying this, Lorraine. Yes, call Archangel Michael to cut cords, to protect, to cleanse, these kinds of things. If you don't know that you can call on Michael. He will. All right. So that is what I have to say to you, Jessica. You are a Reiki healer. Your mother does negative stuff on you. I need to say that sometimes our parents are afraid that we are outgrowing or surpassing them in some kind of ways. And your craft is not her craft. And if your craft was her craft, you would have never been good enough anyway. You would have always been in her shadow. And now you've gone your own path. the path of light, and she can't understand it. And she's intimidated by your progress, your success, your growth, the way that she cannot control you in the ways that she used to. And she sees a time in the future when that control will be completely void. And that scares her. So she's trying to cling to it. Jessica, protect yourself, cleanse your energy. And for God's sakes, think about moving elsewhere, onward and upward in life. That's where the spirit is guiding you anyway. So quick cards, if I'm quick. I'm all right. Let's see. Love that. Love that. Thank you for supporting one another here. Yes, you can always put a mirrored boundary on your on the edge of your auric boundary, a mirrored edge on your auric boundary, like that. Wow. To deflect any negativity that may come your direction. Now, people can say words, but they don't have to land with you or affect you energetically, right? You're welcome, Shelly. Love you, darling. Sending love to you. So if you put a mirrored edge, or ask spirit, hey spirit, can you put like a mirror around me or something? That lady on the internet says to put a mirror around my aura. That way anything positive can come in and land with you, but anything that's negative will bounce right off your mirrors and go right back to sender. Oops, I got out of it. Hello, good to see you, you sweetheart. You sweetheart. Jessica, you have a healing and a growing and an expansive journey ahead of you. And that threatens your mom because she thought you would always be dependent upon her, or she would always have control over you. And even with all of your setbacks, even with everything that you've been through, you're still showing more strength than she feels. And that intimidates her. All right. That's all I want to say about that. Sending love to you. I'll add you to my prayer list as well, Jessica. All right, let's do this, guys. Yeah, I want to do some quick cards, guys. Quick cards. Who am I with? Drop in your requests. I'm going to grab my Light Seers Tarot. Damn, I've got more people on YouTube than I do on Facebook, and all I see is a lot of Facebook messages. You're welcome, Jessica. Let's see here. Who is it? Yeah, Robin Waters Dykes. Hi, Diana. Good to see you, darling. All right, Robin Waters Dykes. You got two cards. This is the first one that fell for you, and the second one that also popped out. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which speaks about holding on to what's precious to you, prioritizing, downsizing if you must, and keeping it close, man. She's got her eyes closed. Her face is turned. She's actually moving along on her path. However, Robin, I do feel with both of these cards here that this Eight of Wands indicates that maybe there's some arguments going on in your life, like either in your home or at work or in your neighborhood, some kind of thing. This is a call to remove yourself from that environment. Okay, that's what I feel here. I feel like when shit gets a little bit too much for you, just, go your own way, unplug, distance yourself. It's okay not to want to be involved in drama, gossip, nonsense. It's okay if maybe these are just bigger energies and you're like, whoa, too much for me right now. Okay, that's not mean. I feel like this is a call for you to take care of yourself, and also, for God's sakes, not to loan any money to any big boisterous personalities, okay? I feel like some people can get demanding, or like, God, if I give him $20 to go buy some, cigarettes or alcohol or something, then he'll calm down, and Spirit is saying, that's not necessarily solving a larger problem. So put that wherever it resonates in your life, sweetheart. Sending you love. Jeff Zaidi. I would love a card. All right, Jeff. Let's see what Spirit has for Jeff. Boom. Two cards and this one. Jeff. Jeff, check it out. The cards that I have for you, these were the ones that fell at first. It's a Six of Cups and a Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is a call to remind yourself that in the past, maybe you were not exactly in the healthiest of relationships, okay? I just want to say this. I kind of see in the past like you may have been used for money. All right, I'll just say this right now. Six of Cups is about our previous partners or ourselves of the past, the people that we cared about in the past. But this Six of Pentacles, that's not equal. It's in reverse. This is very equal, but this is very not. And sometimes when we romance the past, we'd be like, oh man, I miss those good old days, this and that. And we forget the kind of shit that let us down in the first place. Okay, so I don't feel like you're inviting the past back in. However, if the past is knocking on your door, this is a reminder of what you went through and that your feelings are important. Okay, people will only get away with what we allow them to get away with in our lives. And I feel like, Jeff, you have stepped into very healthy patterns and that makes you attractive. All right, so people are like, oh, look at Jeff, he's all put together now. I wonder if I can go squeeze some more something out of him. Okay, so protect yourself, recognize that you deserve more and better than whatever you had going on in the past. Hold that standard for yourself and make that space and trust and believe that the universe is lining it up for you. I feel like it will, but recognizing when you can call a spade, all right? And when people in your present or even people in the future have the same kind of vibes of those old people that hurt you, okay, you're picking up on the same kinds of patterns in those people in an intuitive way. So listen to your inner knowing. You don't have to have a reason why you don't really want to be involved with whatever that is. Your feelings are enough, Jeff. So please honor your intuition. Whew. All right, let me just sip my water. A couple more quick cards. This is fun. Usually I get all wrapped up. Robin says this resonates. Thank you. Namaste, girl. Thank you so much, Robin. Good to know because I don't have any idea. I just trust spirit. I'm a regular person like you guys, and spirit shows up no matter what. Thank you, God. All right. I'm going to switch to my own real life oracle deck. Who's going to be for spirit? Sarah Williamson. Sarah Williamson. I'm going to get you a card. Oh, thank you, Robin. You're so sweet. Sarah. Oh, man. All right. So, Sarah, you have on the bottom of the deck here, you have stirring the pot. All right. So you also have here superiority complex. So I kind of feel like someone might be starting some stuff in your life. Sarah, I kind of feel like someone might be starting some stuff in your life. Like these are kids or something else that are acting out, people, whatever. And you're going to someone else for guidance. Like, oh my God, how do I handle this? This and that, whatever. And they're like maybe trying to direct you even. Maybe you're not even asking for the guidance, but other people are like, you should do this. What you need to do is whoop his ass. You know, these kinds of things. Okay. Sarah. So what I want to say to you is that even if stuff is going down in your life, and especially when stuff is going down in our lives, we seem to reach for other people's guidance or opinions. Okay. And then that seems to give them some kind of power over our lives. Okay. Some perceived kind of power or in control over what we do from then on. And now we need to like, let them know how the situation's going and, let them know if we followed up on their guidance or whatever. I feel this here. So what I want to say to you is it's your place to put people in their place in your life. And when the pot is stirring, meaning people are starting shit, okay, because they're bored, maybe they just need some entertainment, maybe they want your attention and your time, something maybe a real issue that needs to be solved and it needs your attention. However, spirit is saying deferring to others to find out, if they approve of your plan or what they think you should do is something that spirit is calling you to pull away from. Okay, because that is putting those people in a position of authority in your life that they don't truly have. Okay, and then they have the ability to veto your plans and ideas because you run things by them anyway. So now I supersede you in this scenario and I shouldn't. Okay, arguments with my oldest daughter a lot. Okay, I understand. I feel this in these cards. So your oldest daughter, that is kind of a fine line because maybe she's an adult. Okay, so maybe she's an adult and she lives her own life, and unfortunately that may not exactly mesh with the life that you would think that she should be living, the kinds of decisions that she should be making. However, if I want to say, if she's not quite an adult yet, that is kind of your leg to stand on to try to enforce some healthier boundaries around her at this time, because once she's an adult, it's totally out of your hands. And even with the heart in the right place, she doesn't have to listen to you. She has her own life path to follow, and ultimately being a supportive parent who is there for her even if shit happens and goes down. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying is, if she feels like she can venture out on her own, make a mistake and come back with open arms, oh my God, and not be like, I told you so. Didn't I tell you that all that was going to be bad? And now here you are all in a whatever space. Like, I don't feel like you're like that, but in the fears, in the heart of a child, no matter the age, it could be like that. That's my mom. You know what I mean? She will be 18 soon. I step back to allow her to have space and figure out some things on her own. All right. Well, this is what I feel. I understand that she will be 18 soon. And when she is 18, she'll have a free run. I feel like Spirit wants you to, at this time, still enforce the kind of responsibilities that all of the children need to have in your home, and you as well, like the chores, splitting the chores up, not allowing her to slack on those kinds of adult responsibilities and household responsibilities. Okay. She still needs to be held accountable for some things, even if she's, got some slack to figure out those other things on her own. Okay, that's what I feel here, and I love that you are allowing her that space. Like, then it allows her the space to, either succeed or learn lessons. But either way, mom is here for me, and I know that that she'll be there. So that's wonderful. I feel helpless sometimes when she struggles and I cannot protect her from it all. Honey, darling, so do I. I feel the same kind of helplessness with my own children. You know what I mean? They go through things and we don't want them to ever go through things. But how are they going to live life if they never go through anything at all, right? And we just have to love them and support them and try to help them be their best selves. Oh, how funny. It's funny you say chores. I just got mini recycling cans for the kids' bedrooms. LOL, trying hard to enforce chores. Yes, yes, yes. And Spirit supports this, Sarah. Commending you on your efforts. You are doing the right things. Just hold them accountable. Okay. When there's no accountability factor, then those cans mean nothing. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. I'm going to go up a little bit here. Spirit, who is it? Montine Montgomery. Hello and welcome in. First time in. Good to see ya. I just want you to know that you have a past loved one in spirit, a male energy who's just hovering right there. Wow. And I'm not connecting in for mediumship today. But I just can't not say it. You know what I mean? I want you to know that there's definitely someone peeking through the gate, just sending love, letting you know that they're present in your day-to-day life. Okay. Looking over whatever it is that you're going through. Montine, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. I hope so. But Montine, this card is for you, potential. All right. So what this speaks about is maybe your life is not quite exactly put together in the ways that you would like to just yet. You might have some goals and aspirations that are kind of in your mental realms. Maybe you've taken a few things, a few steps in a couple directions or whatever. I do feel like this is, see that how it's kind of checkered, like there's still a few parts missing. It's not quite put together yet, but once it is, and I feel very firm in my path, right, my schedule, my intention, my focus, boom, skyrocketing potential. Okay, so I love this. Now the yellows in this card speak about your own unique frequency, your own authenticity. The yellow is like the solar plexus, okay? Your ambition, your uniqueness, your confidence, the you that is you. So making sure that whatever these pieces are in alignment with you, okay? That's where I want to be. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely. So things are falling into place, but it takes an actionable step from you. It takes you planning and kind of putting things together in your mind, but also the follow through in your outer environment that's really going to kaboom, skyrocket you into some very successful patterns. And this can be financially, but also in other ways, because there are so many different forms of success, right? Maybe you know in your heart of hearts, honey, what you envision in that way. And I feel a togetherness, I feel a camaraderie, and also a security and stability. I feel positive health as well. All right. So this is all on the horizon for you, but you as well have to listen to your inner knowing and only engage and involve yourself with things that are in alignment with what you see yourself in the future. Okay, anything else could potentially be a distraction, and minimize that timeline. All right, no, wait, maximize that timeline. You understand what I'm saying, Montine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Success, I'm telling you, it's great. And your past loved ones support this, definitely. Growth and expansion, excitement. All right, let's see. Lynn Del Sordo. Lynn Del Sordo, let's get you a card from the Psychic Tarot for the heart for Lynn. For Lynn. Awesome. Woo. I think that's yours. What do you think, Lynn? I love this card. Lynn, Lynn, you've got Major Arcana card number 16, Rebuild. This is actually the tower in tarot, but the tower is a blessing. All right. So the tower means that somehow a wrench has been thrown in the program to really like put a wrinkle in some things. Okay. Something has come to a conclusion, an ending, a destruction, if you will. Something crumbled that you may have been working towards. However, this is a blessing, Lynn. This is a blessing. I feel like this could even be belief systems that are being shattered. I see the lightning here, but you see your angel wings. Like this is a good thing that is happening. Something was in your way that was struck down, that was preventing you from future growth and expansion, Lynn, and it's up to you to rebuild. And it's funny because kind of like I was saying previously for Montine, it has to be in alignment with you. That's why the other thing was kind of in the way, was kind of not working. Okay. There was a stumbling block there. This 16, 1 and 6 adds up to the number of 7. 7 is the number truth, the number of truth. So whatever it is that you are building must be in alignment with the truth that you are ready to be living. Okay. So make it your own, Lynn. Make it your own. I really feel structure around this. I really feel planning and strategy and ritual around this, really in alignment with you, who you are, how you spend your time. I feel some redecorating and these kinds of things to really just feel plugged in to your whole vibe. Loving this, Lynn. Transformation is what I feel also. Whew. Naomi says, I just lost my fiance on Friday and I'm so broken. Do you think he had an easy transition? Naomi, you sweetheart. Sending you all the love, all the love, all the love. Now, let me ask you this. Did your fiance ever like break his finger playing basketball or something? Jam it? I'm not trying to really tap in with him, but that just came to me there. And I want to say to you that the transition of death is hardest on the living. It really, really is. Our loved ones on the other side, when they pass away, typically they don't feel any pain at all. Now, I am a very honest reader. He was a rough, manly man, broken and hurt himself all the time. Yes, I can feel the manliness. I can feel the roughness. His hands. He was rowdy. He was not afraid to fight and duke it out, this kind of thing. Naomi, I want you to know that he loves you very, very much. And when our loved ones wake up to the spirit world, they see faces of people whom they have been missing, people who've already passed away before them. They see pets. I see a particular pet that greeted your rough, manly man. I feel like there was a pit bull in spirit that it has a collar on. It's like black and white or brown and white. Okay. And it snuffled all over him, a real muscular, beefy dog, just loving, loving, loving all over him. And these kinds of recognitions and connections and the reunion is refreshing to the soul, and it enlivens the spirit. It's exciting for the soul who has transitioned to see their loved ones again, because in this body we don't know, do we, guys? We think we know, but we don't really know. And I think if you're here, you probably have a much better idea than most people, right? Yes, that was his baby girl, the pit bull. Thank you, Naomi. He sent you love. He sent you healing. He said he's hurt you. And he's so sorry. He loves you. But at this time, he's still acclimating to his spirit body, okay? He's still in transition. I'll say this now. He's still in transition. Now, when we transition to the spirit world, we see our pets, we see our loved ones, we see the angels, but then we go into a room with our higher self, with God, with the angels, and we take a look at our own life, and we look at all the things that we've been through and how we made other people feel, how others made us feel, what it took for them to become those kind of people to do that to us, right? We see all facets and we feel it from all angles, and we understand it so much more deeply. And that is the space that he is in now, where he's reviewing his life. Now, before we incarnate, we have a whole life plan. We go, yes, I'm going to incarnate there at earth. I'm going to be this person in this body. I'm born on that day, and I'm probably going to have this kind of an aptitude. So I might get that kind of a job. And I think I want to have a challenge of, this kind of trauma or that kind of addiction or this kind of abuse. Maybe I'll kind of go through that because I know that's not going to hold me back. That's not going to hold me back when I'm there. I'll get over on the other side, and I'll be able to help others too. I just know it, right? And then we incarnate, and we have no idea of this plan. We have no idea of our goals and aspirations, our reasons for coming here. We just don't know. So when we're in our life review there, when we're in our life review in the after transition, then we match up and go, okay, I said I was going to do this, but how did I really do? Wow, did I hit my mark or did I fall short? That's all included in that life review. Now, when he's finished, Naomi, when he's finished with all of that and he acclimates back to the other side and he learns to use his spirit body, he's going to be giving you all the signs and all the signals and all the things that he possibly can. Right now, you may be receiving birds, butterflies, his scent, like these kinds of ways that he can just send love, send love, send love to you, because he knows what you're going through. However, over time, his energies will strengthen and he'll be able to do more. He'll be able to wrap his love around you, and you can feel it in a real tangible way. It feels like chills, goosebumps, tingles. It feels like warmth or cool. Something changes and you can sense it. You probably already do. Naomi, I'm going to get you a card here, honey. And I am so deeply sorry for your loss. Oh, my love, my heart. Okay. 2 cards fell for you, honey. Forever love and an uncomfortable corner. This is him saying to you, I know you're hurting. I know you don't want this. I know that this is not what we had in store for our lives. But as I was saying, that life path that you guys planned together before you even came, because you are soulmates. You are soul family. That love bond cannot die. It was established before you were ever even born here. No wonder you fell in love with him. And he is still so in love with you. So, back in the divine plan, when you guys orchestrated and wrote out the life paths that you had for yourself way back then, before you incarnated here, it was in the plan for him to go first. He says you guys talked about that anyway. He was supposed to go first. You just didn't know it would be this soon. Naomi, you will make it through this, honey. You will make it through this. You have a fork in the road here, all right? This is about how to live now, how to move forward, how to start living for you. And it might be a little challenge because, like, you're so used to factoring him in all the time. You still can talk to him in your heart of hearts. You don't have to say anything out loud. He hears you. He hears you. And if you allow yourself, over time, you can hear him too. That is definitely available to you. I want to say a lot of times mediums are born through loss. Death is hardest on the living. And your fiance, Naomi, he's okay. He's more worried about you. He's more worried about you. And he surrounds you with his love. I know I say he's in life review. Yes, he is. But a part of himself can still be with you. He doesn't have a body that keeps him contained in one spot or location. He can be with you as much as he can and still be taking care of that life review. All right. But once that's complete, as I'm telling you, his energies with you will be stronger, more potent, able to give you more. We did talk about everything. We even talked about meeting again in the next life. He did go so fast. It's so hard. I know it, girl. He knows it too. I am sending you so much love. Sending you so much love. He says, don't let get, oh gosh, don't let people get stupid. All right. You know, don't let people act stupid is what he says. All right. That's what I have for you, darling. And I'm leaving all his love with you. And I know that you will make it through this, and he will appear in your dreams, and he is always in your heart. Sending so much love. How long are they in life review? He would say that. Thank you. I don't know this, Naomi. I don't know you at all. I obviously don't know him at all, but this is real, honey. Our loved ones live on. There is a spirit world, and we will go there too. We were there before we came and incarnated here. We just forget. Thank you for allowing me to bring through this message for you. Now, what was I saying? Oh, how long are they in life review? It depends, to be completely honest. It's different for everyone, okay? Because sometimes if there's a particularly traumatic or tragic passing, or potentially if there's a very traumatic life, then they may be in that life review quite a bit longer, because there's an aspect of mending that occurs as well. And they want me to say also that sometimes, even after life review, there's an aspect of mending if the life was more than typically traumatic or challenging. Especially, I don't want to say that. Goodness, I have to say this. Gosh. Okay, so yes, I'm here and this is live. Sometimes I don't like to say things. It makes me uncomfortable, but Spirit wants me to say this. So when we decide to incarnate here and challenge ourselves, right, and we create those life path blueprints, etc. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. When we create these life path blueprints and we go, oh, I want to overcome abuse. Yes, I'm gonna overcome that and be my best self and maybe help others along the way, and it's not going to hold me back. We say this, right? Well, when we decide that we're going to overcome some kind of adversity, then that a lot of times includes other people who play that adversary. Okay. So Spirit also wants me to say that sometimes those people are in our soul family. Okay. How else do we overcome or transcend dysfunction and become healthy individuals if we never experienced it? Right. So I'll just put this where it is. I want to say to you that some of those souls who were the challengers of our lifetimes chose to be the challenger out of the greatest and deepest love that we have for one another. Okay, because it's easy to take a life path where we're all getting along. Yes, I want to sign up to be your best friend because we're all friends here and I love you, right? But who's going to sign up to be the bad guy in the group? Who's going to sign up to be the one who's hated, the one who starts shit, the one who hurts people? Who's going to sign up for that, right? It takes a strong member of our beautiful soul family, right, to decide to be the ousted one, the one who harms people and goes against the true nature of all of our souls. I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I've been abused by people, and I go, that was more offensive to their soul than mine. No way. Oh, that irks me, right? But I can understand how on a soul level that we don't want to do that. Neither do those people, but they agreed to incarnate and choose that life path and that role, and they followed it through. So when they go to their life review, yes, they experience all facets of all the stuff that they put everyone through. And in fact, Spirit is telling me that they typically, more often than not, are so wounded on a soul level by all of the things that they created as well, that they may also go into a slight isolation for mending. Okay, before reintroducing to the rest of the spirit world. All right, thank you for that. I'm a real person just like you guys. And sometimes that kind of stuff, you know, like I don't want to think about that. I'm not there. I don't want to think about that. I just be like, look, it's segregated. I know this. If you don't want to be in connection with a soul when you're on the other side, you don't have to be. There are so many different places, spaces, dimensions, areas that we can go into for study and learning and all the different things. It's harmonious. It's harmonious. That's what I understand. Wow. Oh, all right. Let's keep going here. What are we gonna do? Thank you. I'm so glad that this is making sense. I'm so glad. Yes, I really appreciate you guys. Naomi, sending you all the love, sweetie. I want to say, what I'm speaking of as far as an isolation for mending, that's not what I understand as what Gina Bird says purgatory. That's not what I understand. The isolation and the mending for those other souls who need it, it's a peaceful and loving dimension. The divine wraps itself around you because it is a spark of the divine that went through that whatever. Okay. The same God that loves you deeply loves those people just as deeply. And I know from this human perspective, we go, what? How? It's not up to us. It's not up to us, but we don't have to accept abuse in our lives. In fact, it's in the plan for us to overcome and transcend all of our obstacles. On a soul level, we know that we can. It's in the divine plan. It's about maneuvering to get there, right? Right? That's what I have. Okay, let's do something different now. Let's see. I'm just going to get us pick a card message from the Power of Surrender deck. And then I'm going to clean up my space, grab a couple different decks, and I will join you in 2 hours for Zodiac Monday readings, guys. This has been excellent conversation. I love the questions. I love the readings too, but I love the questions. So we're going to get one. So this will be one. This will be two. They just chucked right out. You see that? There's 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. I can't put them all in camera. Oh, this will be 3. 1, 2, or 3 from the Power of Surrender cards. Beautiful. I love church. Man, I miss church. I've got to be honest though, my personal experiences seem to be more expansive than what I was taught in church when I grew up and what I still see out there today. However, it's not my job to change the world in that way or convert anyone at all. I go to church to feel the energy of God because God is present in every church. And I take what resonates and leave the rest for everyone else. That's why church is so special. All right. Wow. If you were drawn to pick card number one, you're going to be glad that you did because Spirit says surrender to miracles. How awesome. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Woo! Number one, I freaking love that for you. How awesome is this? Miracles are happening. Allow them in. Open your arms and let the universe bless you. And for God's sakes, don't deny the kinds of blessings that may come to you. Maybe someone offers to pay for something or help you with some kind of need that you have. And we as human beings go, oh, no, no, no. I've been praying for a miracle. I've been praying for a miracle. No, thank you. No, thank you. Sometimes God ushers those miracles in through human hands. And that is the answer to your prayers that you are saying no to. So don't politely decline. If you were drawn to pick card number two here, the card says surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non defensive response. Ooh. Okay, so let's just talk about this a little bit, number two, okay? Because sometimes we approach situations already feeling defensive, and then that's what we get, okay? When we expect some kind of attitude, when we expect the same old argument or nonsense, when we expect that, then sometimes we step right into it. And in a way, encourage that manifestation because you are aligned with that frequency. All right. So the vibrations and resonance, if you are stepping in with that kind of a vibe anyway. And then that person may mirror you and it will go that way. So Spirit is saying, call on the big guns upstairs. Can we please bring peace into this scenario of the greatest and highest good? Angel, Spirit, will you please work and move in this area? Whatever's in the highest good of all, okay? Step in expecting respect, honor, compromise, and demanding nothing less than that, okay? I do want to say that it's kind of like when you're looking through that lens of lack is what you see. All right. So Spirit is saying you have no need to be defensive. There's a component to listening here as well. Listening is a skill that not everybody has. Many times when we're speaking, especially if we're in a heated kind of discussion, right? One person is speaking and saying all these things, and the other person is planning what they're going to say next to best that person and not hearing a word at all. So Spirit is saying, take the upper hand here. Don't be defensive. Hear this person out, receive what they're saying, formulate your response, and then let them have it. If they are not receiving you, say this to them. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? And you can even take that a step further when we're having conversation and somebody says something to you, you can kind of rephrase it and speak it back to them. So what I hear you saying is that you're upset because I haven't done my part of this, and I also want you to know that I'm upset because you haven't done this or that, whatever. Okay. So tie them in, let them know that they are heard, but insist on yourself being heard as well. Compromise, balance, fairness, diplomacy is what I feel. Number two, you don't have to step in like, fuck you. Okay. But sometimes it feels that way. Maybe it's just feels that way and it's not going to be that way. And there's no reason to create that kind of a pattern activation as you step in. Whew. And if you were drawn to pick card number three here, the energy patterns hit us all, guys. Spirit is saying, surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. And I want to say to you, number 3 here, whew, I have faith that all is well, even when things don't seem to be well. When we have storms that come in our life and create some kind of havoc or chaos, we go, how can that mean things are well? That means things are pretty well illuminated, the areas that need to be addressed so that you can live in a more harmonious and peaceful way. And sometimes that means pulling away from dissonant energies. All right. Let's talk about this, number 3, because sometimes we can't seem to separate people from their patterns. Okay. People in our lives have a certain role or a certain relationship or a certain status, right? And we have them there in that box, but maybe there are patterns that are changing either within yourself or within those people. Oftentimes, if you're dabbling in broadcasts like this, you're probably spiritually awakening. You're probably kind of opening to new ways of thinking, new ways of being, perceiving the world. You're probably getting a bit more sensitive in your physical body. And when you're around those same old people at work or at home or at those family gatherings or whatever, it might feel differently to you. Okay. So, what I want to say is, you're not going crazy. Okay. Sometimes when we go and are in company with energy patterns that are dissonant from our own, I'll just say this, it doesn't mean like, well, I'm a good person, I must be, right, because I'm me, so they must be a negative and now we can't get along. That's not always the case. Sometimes you have two excellent good people who just somehow get on different frequencies, different wavelengths. Okay. And it is okay to call a spade and move away from that dissonance so that you can thrive, and so can they. All right. That's really what I want to say, so that you can thrive and so can they. If you are truly meant to be with each other, or in whatever capacity this is in your life or whatnot, then you will come back together in the future with a divine plan. Okay. But it's okay to grow and move separately. That's not like, oh, you're a horrible person, I'm ousting you forever. Or maybe you are. Maybe you are. Maybe you're like, wow, this is a lot of nonsense, I shouldn't have to put up with this, I quit. It's up to you, number 3. That's what I have for you. It doesn't, it doesn't mean that, people are bad, or that it's something to feel guilty about when you just feel like, what's wrong with me? I can't jive with my same friends group for some reason. I'm irritated here because, they're talking about the weather and superficial bullshit that I don't care about anymore. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. You're maturing and getting wiser and growing up and opening to the greater dimension around you. Okay. And those little frivolous 3D things can sometimes not feel so worth your time any longer. Okay. And that frequency is just different. And it's okay to let those friends talk about the weather and be themselves, and for you to go diving into those books or online classes or spiritual groups or whatever it is to expand your own horizons. If they are meant to be in your life, they will see what you're doing and go, wow, look at friend, I might decide to follow that path after all. They might run ahead trying to catch up with you, right? You never know what seeds are planted when you are walking authentically on your path. It shows. It really does. It shows, and it shows people the way to do it on their own too. Number 3. That is truly what I have for us today. I thank you guys so much for sitting with me. Again, I'm going to be right here on this same old page in just a couple of hours to do our zodiac readings, our weekly forecast by zodiac sign. So I will see you guys then. And until the next one, I send you all love and blessings. I hope you have the most fantastic day, and you come to tell me all about it in just a couple hours.